In this lesson I'll give you a challenge task, and in next lesson will be the second challenge as continuation of this one. The task is related to polygons. A polygon is the shape on plane created by multi-line segments to form a closed shape. On a plane we can have a point, and you will create a class point for that, and its object will have x and y component as its attributes. We can have one more point, and if we join these two it makes a line segment. You will create a class line segment for that, and its object will have 2 points as first and second point of the line segment. We can have more points, making more line segments, and finally creating the closed shape polygon. You will create a class polygon for that, and the polygon object will have at least 3 points as its attributes. The challenge is to find area and perimeter of the polygon. Before that, let's see different types of polygon. Polygon can be simple polygon, which has no intersecting line segment, or it can be complex, which means there is at least one intersection of the line segments. Simple polygons can be convex or concave. The left one is a convex polygon, and right one is concave polygon. These can be differentiated by inspecting that if we take any 2 points inside the polygon, in case of convex polygon, the line segment joining these 2 points will not intersect with any side of the polygon. While on the other hand, in concave polygon, you can see that we have possibility that the 2 points inside the polygon when joined will intersect with polygon sides. Now let's talk about the area and perimeter of the polygon. Perimeter is quite simple, as it is the sum of the lengths of the all sides of the polygon. The area calculations are challenging. Firstly, see that in case of complex polygon, there can always be confusion about some of the parts as they are part of the area or not. So we'll not find the area of complex polygon, but we'll do it for simple both convex and concave polygons. Let's first create the basic structure of the program. We'll start with point class. Let's create a method for distance between 2 points. Let's create repr method, as we might need to print the point for debugging purpose. Now let's create the class for line segment. It will have 2 points P1 and P2. Let's define dunder absolute method as the length of the line segment. Let's also define repr for this. Now let's create a line segment from 2 points. You can see that we will have to create point objects every time we want to create a line segment. It will be better if we could create that in a simple way as here. But of course it will generate an error because those are tuples and not the point objects. So what we can do is that we can convert those tuples into point objects inside the line segment class. For that, let's create getter and setter for the p1 and p2 attributes. We will check if it is already a point object. We'll simply set it as underscore p1. And if it is a tuple, we'll convert that to a point object and then set it as underscore p1. For any other type, we'll raise the type error. Let's do it for p2 as well. And now we can pass p1 and p2 as point object or two value tuple. Now let's create Polygon class, and it will have variable length attribute named as vertices. For vertices, instead of point objects, we will always pass the two value tuples, and inside init method we can convert all those two values tuple into point objects. So finally, the vertices attribute of Polygon object is list of point objects. Let's define length of Polygon object as number of its vertices. Let's create a Polygon object by passing in 4 points as tuples. And check its attributes. This list is list of point objects, and you can verify that by yourself. Now I will discuss a concept which we didn't study so far. You know that our actual goal is to create the Polygon object. The other two classes, point and line segment, are created as support for different attributes of Polygon class. For example, vertices of Polygon are point objects and sides are the line segments. But we don't need to create points and line segments outside the class in our main program. So there is a concept of inner class where we create a class inside another class. So for point and line segment class, I can add one indentation and they will become the inner classes of class Polygon. You can see a few errors on point word. It is because now we cannot access point class directly, but we will have to access it as outer class name dot inner class name, that is polygon dot point. We will have to do it for point inside setter of the line segment. But think for a moment that line segment is now inner class and it is not intended to be used directly in the main program. Although we can use it in main program as polygon.lineSegment, but being the inner class, it is basically created for the outer class, which is polygon. And for the polygon class, it will be used to create line segments between two vertices. And those vertices are point objects as on line number 4. So there is no need to consider the case that line segment could be created from tuple instead of the point. So I'll remove getter and setters for P1 and P2 of the line segment. So your task is to create two properties, area and perimeter for the polygon object. For perimeter, we can have another property as lines or sides, whatever you want to name it, and this should return a list of all line segments. Total number of sides or line segments of polygon are equal to number of vertices. So you need to loop over the vertices attributes of polygon and create a list of all line segments. Then the perimeter is simply the sum of lengths of those line segments. The area calculation is a bit tricky. In this challenge, we will develop a simple but inefficient way of finding the area. In next challenge, we will discuss about an efficient algorithm for the area. So let's discuss the simple method for this challenge. Here we have a convex polygon. The order of the points or vertices is also shown as numbers. We can basically convert the polygon into different triangles and find the areas of those triangles. For example, start with vertices 1, 2 and 3 and this will be the area of the triangle. Then we will go for the next triangle with vertices 1, 3 and 4 and then will be the third triangle from vertices 1, 4 and 5 and the total area of all three triangles is the area of the polygon. So you will have to develop this algorithm to get the correct triangles in an order and simply add the areas of those triangles. Now let's check it on a concave polygon. This will be the first triangle with vertices 1, 2 and 3. The next should be between 1, 3 and 4. You should easily observe that it includes some area outside the polygon. The next triangle of vertices 1, 4 and 5 will completely be outside the polygon. So this method will not work on concave polygon. And you will have to wait for the second challenge in next lesson where we will study another algorithm. So with this approach you will have to create another class triangle and should define its area property. Then inside area property of polygon class, develop the algorithm we discussed. That's from my side, and now it's your turn to come up with the solution of this challenge. Thanks for watching.